Hello YouTubers, good morning. This is GQ Auto Diagnostics and Repair here, where my job was to save you money. This morning I'm working on a 2001 Toyota Tacoma pre-runner 3.4 automatic 2-wheel drive, and the vehicle have issues with emission system and therefore doesn't pass emissions. Checking your light zone, and the customer took it to emission. It got a code P0450. He said vapor pressure sensor malfunction. Okay, so after I always double check, I put my scanner here and I found an extra code. Okay, right here, P0450 catalytic efficient bank 1. But if I go to the pending codes, okay, it doesn't do it anymore. It was showing me a third code. But anyhow, okay, so right now we have 2. So we're gonna focus on those 2. Okay, first thing first, always cover your basics. Make sure that you always cover the basics. This is on this vehicle, this is your pressure sensor. Okay, vapor pressure sensor. The first thing to do, make sure your hose is good, it's not cracked or the plastic or anything like that. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, make sure it's connected. And here on Toyotas, you have a lot of vacuum hose, and you probably can see a crack over there, and there's another crack over there. So all those things got to be fixed for the EVAP system to work. Toyota is very peculiar or very sensitive to hoses with cracks on it, because they start setting codes for the EVAP system, especially for the canister. And a lot of these components here on Toyota, they don't sell you separate, they sell you the whole thing. And because of the age of the vehicle, I believe this sensor is no longer available. But let's get into the diagnostics first. Let me place the camera so we can just get right into it. So here we're gonna go back. Automatic transmission, 2001 Toyota Tacoma. We're gonna go into display here. Data. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Anytime. For some reason, Toyota and Nissan sometimes take the longest to get the scanner going. And here, you guys will be able to see vapor pressure in inches. Right there, we have minus 1.2 volts. Okay, or whatever it is. On pressure, I'm sorry. Nope, it's not what I was looking for. Inches of mercury. So right there, that is not right. It should be around like 0 point something. I don't remember exactly. Okay, now we're gonna do the first test right here. Ready to disconnect this hose. So we are going to apply some vacuum here, and that number should change. If the sensor is okay, nothing. Okay, so in that case, what we're gonna do next, we're gonna disconnect this and see if that changes. There you go, it did. Okay, 0.623. okay, so far we know that this circuit at this point is working. If it would have been the circuit, that number should have stayed the same. So it is not electrical problem right now. Those 2 should have 5 volt reference, and 1 is going to be ground. All right, so here, this is what we're going to do next. We're going to move back here, and we're going to go on troubleshooting, engine, Code tips, we're gonna go into the codes with P04, and there is. Okay, 450 test, after 10 seconds or more after the engine start, either following condition continue for more than 7 seconds. Vapor pressure sense signal value is less than -1. That's what we saw early. Or more than equal to 6 is when it's disconnected. All right. Run tests. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I already have the customer call me, and I did some research, and I got this part number. This part number. This is a map sensor. Toyota don't longer sell this sensor. All right, so we're gonna use a map sensor. It's the same thing. The only difference here on the connector is here have a guide here. The other one have it offset more to the side. This one has it on the center, or used to have it on the center right here. So I grind this thing down. You can either grind it down, you can cut it here, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. So what we're gonna do to test this right now, we're gonna go back here, and we're gonna go back into the data. I'm sorry, I'm not doing just replace the part. Okay. Really want to get this diagnostic working. All right, so here, now that this thing is disconnected, it's 0.6, right? That will be the minimum. Now we're gonna plug this. This is gonna be a tight fit. I click. Now let's see what we got. You change it. The value change it. Let's go there. Okay, we start here as you saw, and it change. Now the next thing that we're going to do is going to be, we're gonna put the vacuum here, hose, and we're gonna apply some vacuum. Okay, I'm gonna use, and let's see if he changes. All right, that was vacuum. Okay, it should go back to 0.044. Okay, it did. Okay, great. Now we're gonna put some pressure on it and see if this goes up. Which it did. Okay, so far we know this is working. So again, don't be a part changer. Make sure you find the evidence. All right. So this right here, it should definitely fix the problem. The only thing here it is that we need to remove this part here. I'll lift this thing here. And we have to use a screwdriver to remove the pin lock here, so we can just get it out of that position, we can snap this one back in and hold it place, and it should be fine. All right, so screwdriver, right here has a tab that I push away right there, so it latches right there, so that'll prevent this from moving around. Okay, so as you can see, this two, the difference it is the length, but also with the position of the vacuum port. Okay, which doesn't really matter. You can see here how the tab line up with the connector. This one is different, but it will do the same job. What I'm going to do here, I gotta push this one back in, so that way when we push this thing in, it latches and it stay where it needs to stay. There it is. Now I want to put this thing back down. Okay, and we should put this thing there, and we need to test this vehicle. Clear the code, take a test drive, and see if any other codes come back. I know the catalytic is going to come back, but we got to fix one thing at a time, because many times one code can trigger other ones. I don't believe it's the CAD code is because of this. Other way, both banks more likely, would have been triggered, but again, weird stuff happened. So that's connect, that is connect. I will stop the video and I will resume with an update. If so far you learned anything from this video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, and support the channel. I will highly appreciate it. Help me with YouTube algorithm and keep me motivated to continue taking the time out of the repair to upload this content and this information for you guys. Be back shortly. All right, YouTubers, well, finally he passed emissions. He passed. It took like 50 miles to get all the motor ready on this vehicle, but finally it was all worth it. So again, before you're starting to do a lot of part changing parts, just find the evidence so you can just replace exactly what you need and prevent from overexpending or in parts you might don't need.